Yes, sir. How y'all boy doing? This your boy Jay, aka the Big Dog, aka the Big Man with Big Plans. We got your boy Rod here with you. Go ahead. What's your name, brother?
Yes, sir. Rodney, aka RG from the 843, back at it again. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So today we're gonna be talking about, has gaming really come back?
Yeah, I think that that's a very valid conversation and a worthy one to have, and we're gonna get to it right now.
Yeah, let's start off with the history of gaming. So the history of gaming, I'm just joking.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no, I don't
Be
even
here
know
all day.
I don't even know the whole history of gaming. So me myself, I'm personally like a PlayStation fan.
Yes, sir.
But I play Xbox too because there's some games on PlayStation you can't play. But there's also some Nintendo games that you can't play on PlayStation as well. So I'm a big all-around gamer. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, a little bit of our history on gaming. See, I grew up being a diehard PlayStation fan. That's generally what I've always stuck with to this day. I have every PlayStation console, 2 through 5. The only one I don't own is the original.
Oh, man, I got 3 through 5.
I even have the PSP.
Yeah, well, word?
Yeah, I still have it to this day.
There we go. You
Yes,
see, that's
sir.
what I'm talking about. My PSP broke. I missed that thing, but it's all good. You know, I had a PSP too. I got PlayStation 3 through 5. Right now, I got Xbox Series X's, and yeah. Fun fact: I actually own a game truck.
Okay, yeah.
At Jay's Mobile Entertainment. So
Yes, sir.
shoot, since we talking about video games, why not bring that up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'll be at Soundwave Comics on May 4th. Come show out, bro. Especially if you're in the Charleston area. It's near Ridgeville. No, that's not right. It's not near Ridgeville. I lied. It's near Niceville. That's where it is.
There you go.
That's where Niceville. So please come show your face. You know what I'm saying? Come get you a free comic. It's free comic book day, May the 4th. You already know I'm a big Star Wars bro. Let's go.
Yes,
Just
sir.
figure I should just add that in there. But yeah. So the reason why we bring up this topic now, because a lot of people are saying that gaming has been dying lately.
Yeah, I would say, me personally, I somewhat agree with that sentiment because for me, gaming was really at its peak growing up. I would say it was really at its strongest from, I'll say about 2012, 13 to generally by 2018. I feel like since around that time, gaming has been kind of up and down.
You're right.
You've seen a lot fewer major releases within a year. You know, you've seen a lot of controversies, things like microtransactions.
Oh my
and
goodness.
don't even get me started on that. Microtransactions, you know, gaming companies caught in controversy, overworking their employees, just a lot of general stuff that's kind of caused the gaming industry to be seen as being on the decline.
Right. It especially doesn't help when you have games like that flop, like Days Gone. I believe, was that Days Gone?
I think so, yeah.
It was like, either way, it was like a new game, like another zombie apocalypse game.
Yeah.
And pretty much what the developer said after it flopped is stuff happens, and they just went off the grid and took your money. I'm like, took players' money. I'm like, first of all, I'm not playing that. Second of all, you got Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. That's the title of the game. So
Yeah.
YouTube, don't do your thing. So so you got that game that has a lot of transactions on it as well, and battle passes. I'm like, bro, why you need a battle pass for that?
So yeah, it's just been a lot of stuff in gaming that's been very questionable as of late. I feel like a real occurring trend within gaming that has really slowed the industry down is the release of a lot of major games in an unfinished state. So we saw this with like Cyberpunk. You know, we saw this with games like Anthem. You know, just a lot of games that promise a lot, but then fail to meet expectations upon impact, upon delivery.
Because the thing is with Cyberpunk was always just, it was a good game on PS5.
Oh, it's a great game now.
Yeah, it's a great game now. But it was a great game on PS5 too. But the only problem, when it first came out, that is, but the problem that it had on PlayStation, it was on PlayStation 4. It was unplayable.
Yeah, literally at launch it was unplayable. You know, it would crash every single time you booted the game up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good thing for that is I could use that as a stopping point, so it wouldn't crash for like every 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm gonna make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying, bruh, man. You know what I'm saying, fifth flow. So it's like games like that, and also the biggest microtransaction type games that you have. Fans, you already know what I'm about to say. NBA 2K.
Oh, here we go.
2K is like, I'm gonna put it like this: Madden Madden isn't the best game either. Going back to what you said about unfinished games, Madden isn't the best game. But as far as like its my career modes on both Madden and 2K, they're kind of like reverse. You know what I'm saying? People want to write off 2K and making it a bad game overall by saying my career is bad because of the microtransactions. That's not necessarily the case. Now, if you use a lot of microtransactions, you got to put a whole bunch of VC on your player to make him adequate.
Yeah.
Barely even that. Just enough. Sufficient. But on Madden, you don't got to do that. You can just your player can still be good playing online. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you can still do things. Now you ain't gonna make no spectacular catches, but you can still score at least touchdowns or break tackles.
Yeah, no, I got you. See, I'm not really a big fan of either one, to be honest with you. My greatest enjoyment from that game is watching, you and one of our other friends yell at each other about, ready to fight each other over the fact that you won by 1 point or something like that.
Right.
Yes.
That part.
So I would say overall, painting a picture, I'd say gaming has really kind of been on. It's been rocky for the last, I'd say 5 years, but I would say starting last year, gaming is really kind of started to see a little bit of an uptick. It's kind of started to get back to where it was. Games like Alan Wake 2 released last year, Liza P, Baldur's Gate.
Helldivers 2.
Yeah, just a lot of games that have kind of revived interest in the industry as a whole. And thankfully, that trend seems to be continuing this year with the release of games like, major titles like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Mm-hmm. That's one that a lot of people have been looking forward to since the success of Remake back in 2020. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, you've got games like Elden Ring, which a lot of people really love. That's getting an expansion this summer.
Yeah, God of War.
Yeah, exactly. God of War Ragnarok in 2022.
Love those games.
Yes, sir. You got that, and a lot of upcoming games. Games like
Spider-Man 2. Sorry, that's not upcoming. I just figured.
But yeah, that's another one for sure. But yeah, upcoming. I think a game that people are really, really excited for is Black Myth Wukong. That's one that a lot of people are really looking forward to.
I'm one of them.
Do you know what that is?
Not really. No, wait.
It's like that Dark Souls game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's made in the style of Dark Souls. It's like you play as like Sun Wukong, which a lot of people don't know. That's actually who Goku is based on.
Son Goku.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I saw some gameplay of it. I can't wait till it comes out.
Yeah, no, that's one game along with many others that people are citing is kind of helping lead the charge in a resurgence of like gaming getting back to like the old days. I'm talking about like pre-Fortnite days. Right. Games where it was just fun for the sake of fun. It wasn't all about these microtransactions and things like that.
And that's why I say games like Helldivers 2.
Yes, sir.
That's a really good one because you can earn all the medals you get, bro. You don't gotta use microtransactions if you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's the only problem with some of these games nowadays. Like I said, going back to those will make the games bad, but it just makes them just boring.
It's almost like you have to buy the base game and then you have to like wait until everything else gets filled out. And sometimes it'll be 6 months to a year down the line before you feel like you're playing a complete game.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing for me. It's but now I am glad games like the Wukong game are coming out. Games like Helldivers 2, games like Last of Us Part 2. They even had a remaster, which I finished.
Yes, sir.
Well, the original game, not the remaster, but I'm gonna replay it. But more games like that need to come back out. And my thing is, I think games are coming back.
I think studios are finally starting to see and really hear what we want as the consumer. They're starting to really kind of get away from, just them going their own direction and not listening to fans and just feeling like they can do whatever because people are starting to vote with their wallets nowadays. So gaming studios are starting to see we need to deliver on people's expectations.
Right. And you had the Ubisoft CEO talking. Was that the Ubisoft? He says, either way, some game developer CEO said, you need to realize you don't own the games. I'm like,
something like that.
Okay, that's a bet. You need to realize you don't own our wallets.
Exactly. So I feel like a lot of these game studios, they're coming out of that entitlement that they had in the late 2010s where they felt like, oh, well, they're going to buy our product anyways. Games like the controversy that was Battlefront 2 in 2017. Yeah.
Yep.
Which, I mean, I feel like that was one of the first signs of like this newer era of microtransactions and, them just generally trying to get one over on the player, making it as anti-consumer as possible.
Mm-hmm. And then it's just why not do well on the front end? You feel me? Why not give your all into this game if you know people gonna buy it anyway?
Exactly.
And like I said, not to keep going back to 2K and Madden because I'm a big sports fan myself. Fly Eagles fly. You feel me? Dallas Cowboys fan. You can comment down below, but I'm gonna argue with you. Yes, sir.
Oh, he will too. I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of times in person.
Bro, what? Wayne Singleton, what's good, bro? Anyway, love you. Anyway, it's just games like that. Well, sports games are considered gaming. Yeah, they is. And I don't give a crap what nobody says. It's considered gaming.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why not? It's just using those as examples. Why not just do good on the front end? You know, people gonna buy your game. Why not give them your money? Give them their money's worth.
And what we've seen though is when developers come through with a great product day one, people are more inclined to invest and continue to come back. Exactly. Look at Tekken 8. Look at Street Fighter 6. Those are perfect examples of when you come through with a great product to begin with. People don't mind spending extra $15, $20 on that new pack or whatever the case may be.
Right. Now, Street Fighter 5, that could have been that game could have been way better.
Street Fighter 5 and 6 are like the exact opposite of each other. It's like everything that Street Fighter 5 was, Street Fighter 6 isn't.
And everything Street Fighter 6 is, Street Fighter 5 wasn't.
Exactly. It's basically everything that 5 could have been. It really should have been.
Because Street Fighter 5 is pretty much nothing but microtransactions. You start off with like 6 characters.
Yeah. I remember that.
You start off with 6 characters, and then you had to buy the story mode.
Yeah.
You had to buy the story mode, and the thing is, you couldn't get alternate costumes for them either. You could get the colors.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get no costumes. You had to get like the arcade edition in order to get a fraction of the characters that you get. Exactly. And at the same time, you had to even buy the rest of them.
Yep.
Because but Street Fighter 6 threw all that crap out the window. Same thing with Tekken 8. That's why I love Tekken 8 now. Leroy fans, stand up. You feel what I'm saying? And those games really came back and helped us out.
Those games kind of like and I hate to say it because as much as I love Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 1 is in a little bit of steep water right now because just the choices NetherRealm has been making in regards to the game haven't been great. Like this whole Omni-Man controversy. Was there was some kind of Omni-Man controversy, wasn't there?
Was it?
I mean, from what I heard, it was something like people were mad because of like how the DLC was being rolled. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
It was just OP?
I think it was that, and I think people are just upset about how the DLC is being rolled out. I could be wrong.
Oh shoot! Let me tell a quick story.
Yeah.
Because when I played against Omni-Man, shout out my boy Tyler. It was for his birthday on February 3rd. I had a gig. I talk all this trash, and the thing is, I got my head beat in. Pause. I got the brakes beat off me by this dude. He played as Omni-Man. He had a 21 hit combo in the air, and I couldn't do a thing about it. He kept teleporting around so I get where people are coming from with Omni-Man.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, Omni-Man is an Invincible character from the Invincible comics,
which we will definitely tackle at one point.
Exactly.
Stay tuned.
Like, subscribe, and yeah, I can see that because the thing is with MK1 and MK versus MK11, I like more overall.
I mean, yeah, MK11X and then 11. It was 9, MK10, and then 11 or MKX. Yeah. The thing is with MK11, that one was good because it's the whole gear system thing, which started with Injustice 2. Yeah.
And another great game.
Yep.
And it just expanded more. It gave you more range of characters to use because I was a Cabal main for the longest.
Yes, sir.
And you got to play as RoboCop. You got to play as pretty much 80s action heroes.
I'm Liu Kang all day.
Yeah, he takes L's to me, by the way.
Yeah, that's definitely not true.
Yeah, this definitely is true.
No, sir.
I got the screen recordings too. Anyway.
Nah, Captain, but you digress.
Right, but I digress. Yeah, but shut up. Shut up. But yeah, but I don't know, but MK1 it just kind of feels just kind of restrictive.
I don't want to say it feels restrictive or like barren or anything like that, but I can see where people are coming from. Because to tell you the truth, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I didn't even finish the game yet. Oh. And I got it day one. I still haven't finished it.
I finished the game.
I haven't played the multiplayer in months. I've been slacking on MK1. I need to get back on it.
I'm the same way. I did a lot of the whatever it was called, the little mode that they replaced with the tower.
Yeah.
I do a lot of that, but that got boring after a while. Shout out my boy Taurus, but I haven't seen him playing MK1 that much either.
I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have the staying power than any of the other games. Because, like, especially, like, the Evo circuit, Mortal Kombat, like, especially X, I think was a staple for, like, years in the Evo circuit. Like, for years and years, people were playing that game. I think people are still playing that game to this day.
Yeah, and that's the thing that MK1 kind of doesn't have is replay of value.
That doesn't have that longevity. And I wasn't really a big fan. To tell you the truth, I wasn't a big fan of like the new system, like the cameo system. I wasn't huge on that.
Like but I did like the air combo thing.
Yeah,
the air combo system they got, but the cameo, they could have left that to the wayside.
True. But I mean, still overall a great game. But I wouldn't necessarily rank it amongst like the best NetherRealm has come out with since they rebooted the franchise with 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was probably considered to be one of the worst ones, which it's not saying it's a bad game. It's just not quite to that standard. Right.
Call of Duty being another one I just don't play.
I haven't played COD in years, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm just sick of little 6-year-olds cussing at me.
It hasn't been the same, in my opinion, since Black Ops 3. Yeah. Black Ops 2 to me was the last classic one, but 3 was the last one that was like within that era of when it was like really good.
Really, the PS3, Xbox 360 days were really the prime gaming for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably because you had Last of Us, you know, like we mentioned.
BioShock Infinite is another one people seem to forget.
The whole Uncharted series.
The Gears franchise was huge back then. Halo was still in its prime.
Splinter Cell's Conviction and Blacklist.
Yeah.
Which I want another Splinter Cell game.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. But, the Tom Clancy games were fire. Rainbow Six Siege.
Assassin's Creed was in its prime back then.
Army of Two.
Yeah.
The Devil's Cartel. You said Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Which, that kind of...
That's a whole discussion for a whole different day.
Yes, sir. But that's just our quick little take on gaming.
Yeah, gaming definitely, and stay tuned for our thoughts on gaming as like this year in gaming really progresses, because we're really only getting started. Like, we got a lot of solid games coming out soon, so look forward to our reviews, our commentary, our walkthroughs, analysis on those. We're here for y'all.
Yes, sir. I mean, yeah, that's about it. That's about all I got too, bro.
That's all I got.
Hey, man, stay tuned for the review of Monkey Man coming soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which was another great movie, but we'll save that for a later day.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir. Y'all be blessed. God bless. Love y'all. Peace. Like, subscribe.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.